What if I told you that after decades of silence, Keanu Reeves finally revealed his true feelings about marriage, and no one was ready for what he said? The room went completely quiet. But what shocked fans even more was Sandra Bullock's reaction. Was it regret? Was it love? Or something no one expected at all? Stay with me, because this isn't just a celebrity story. It's a moment that changed how fans see them forever. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Now, let's dive into what really happened. No one saw it coming. For years, fans around the world have admired the quiet, humble personality of Keanu Reeves. Known for his action-packed roles, calm presence, and deeply private life, he has always stood out in Hollywood, not just for his talent, but for his humility. While the entertainment industry constantly buzzes with relationship rumors and dramatic headlines, Keanu has consistently chosen silence, especially when it comes to one deeply personal subject, marriage. That's why this moment felt so powerful. During a rare and heartfelt public conversation, Keanu finally opened up about his views on love and commitment. There was no grand announcement, no headline-chasing statement, just a thoughtful pause before he began to speak. The atmosphere shifted. The audience could sense that this wasn't a scripted answer. It was real. And what he said didn't just surprise fans. It left the room completely silent. He spoke slowly and honestly, carefully choosing each word. There were no dramatic stage effects, no flashing cameras dominating the mood, just a simple setting and a man sharing his truth. His voice carried calm reflection, shaped by years of life experience, personal growth, and quiet resilience. For someone who built a legendary career playing intense, unstoppable characters in films like The Matrix and John Wick, this was a different kind of strength. Not physical. Not cinematic. This was emotional honesty. In an industry where personal lives are often turned into spectacle, Keanu chose sincerity over sensation. And in that simple, quiet moment, he reminded everyone why he continues to earn respect, not just as an actor, but as a human being. To truly understand why this recent moment touched so many hearts, we have to go back to where it all began. In the 1990s, Keanu Reeves starred alongside Sandra Bullock in the blockbuster action film Speed. The movie was a massive success, but beyond the thrilling storyline and high-speed drama, audiences noticed something else, a natural, effortless chemistry between the two leads. Their performances felt authentic, warm, and deeply connected. Fans immediately sensed it. There was a comfort in the way they looked at each other on screen, a sense of trust and understanding that couldn't be easily faked. It wasn't exaggerated or dramatic. It felt real. Years later, they reunited for the romantic drama The Lake House. This time, the tone was softer and more emotional. Once again, audiences couldn't ignore the quiet magic between them. Their scenes carried a gentle sincerity that made viewers believe in the possibility of something deeper. For decades, one question continued to echo in Hollywood conversations and fan discussions alike. Was there something more? In various interviews over the years, both actors openly shared that they had crushes on each other while filming Speed. The surprising part. At the time, neither of them knew the other felt the same way. It was a classic case of missed timing. Two people sharing mutual admiration, but never fully expressing it. Life, as it often does, moved forward. Careers expanded. Personal journeys evolved. Relationships came and went. But in the hearts of fans, the curiosity never faded. What if things had happened differently? During the recent event, Keanu Reeves was asked directly about marriage, a topic he has rarely explored in public interviews. The question could have easily been brushed aside with a simple, safe response. Instead, he chose to answer. He paused. Then he smiled gently. It wasn't the kind of smile meant for cameras. It felt reflective, thoughtful, like someone carefully choosing words that truly matter. The room grew quieter as he began to speak. Keanu explained that for him, marriage is not about public expectations, media headlines, or outside pressure. It's about connection. Real connection. The kind built on trust, understanding, and emotional safety. He shared that life experiences, including personal loss and heartbreak, have shaped how he views commitment. Those moments taught him that love should never feel rushed or performative. He emphasized that presence is more meaningful than promises made for appearance. Authenticity matters more than pressure. In a world where relationships are often placed under public microscopes, he believes love should remain grounded and sincere. Importantly, he did not dismiss the idea of marriage. But he didn't romanticize it either. Instead, he expressed something simple yet powerful. Love, in any form, should feel peaceful, not forced. It should bring calm, not chaos. The audience listened in complete silence. There was no dramatic reveal, no sensational statement designed to shock. Just calm honesty delivered with humility. And perhaps that's what made the moment so impactful. In an era filled with constant updates, speculation, and oversharing, his quiet sincerity stood out. It wasn't loud, but it resonated deeply. But what truly captured everyone's attention came a little later, after the event itself. In a separate interview, when asked about Keanu Reeves' recent statements on marriage, Sandra Bullock responded in a way no one expected. There was no teasing, no laughter, and no attempt to dodge the question, something fans have often seen in celebrity interviews. Instead, she smiled warmly, her expression genuine, calm, and full of respect. She spoke thoughtfully about Keanu, describing him as one of the kindest and most sincere people she had ever worked with. Her words weren't about fame, money, or Hollywood status. They were about character. She emphasized that anyone fortunate enough to share their life with him would be truly lucky, not because of his celebrity, but because of his heart. There was a natural ease in her voice. She wasn't awkward. She wasn't regretful. She wasn't trying to send a hidden message. There was only appreciation, honesty, and maturity. For fans who had long speculated about a romantic connection between the two actors, her words offered a form of closure, graceful, peaceful, and authentic. Her response didn't focus on what could have been. Instead, it highlighted respect for the past, acknowledgement of shared experiences, and admiration for the kind of person Keanu is behind the camera. The audience, both live and watching through media coverage, was left speechless. Not because of drama or scandal, there was none. But because her reaction was real, sincere, and heartfelt. In an era of sensational headlines and celebrity rumors, moments like this stand out. They remind viewers that the most powerful statements aren't loud or exaggerated, they are honest, grounded, and full of human warmth. This was not a story of missed opportunities. It was a story of understanding, respect, and admiration that resonated far beyond Hollywood. Hollywood is a world filled with glitz, drama, and sensational headlines. Fans are often drawn to stories of shocking twists, scandalous romances, and over-the-top declarations of love. But this was not that kind of story. What unfolded between Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock was different, quiet, sincere, and deeply meaningful. This moment was about growth. Keanu Reeves has experienced profound personal tragedy in his life, from heartbreaking losses to challenging moments of solitude. Those experiences could have hardened him or made him cynical about love and relationships. Instead, they shaped him into a thoughtful, humble, and reflective individual. He didn't seek attention or headlines. He didn't need validation from the public. He chose privacy, authenticity, and emotional honesty over spectacle. Sandra Bullock's reaction reinforced this authenticity. In a world where admiration is often mistaken for romantic possibility, she demonstrated that respect, appreciation, and gratitude can be just as meaningful. Her words weren't about longing or what could have been. They were about honoring shared experiences, valuing character, and celebrating genuine human connection. Sometimes, the most powerful love stories don't end in marriage or dramatic reunions. Sometimes, they teach us lessons about timing, patience, emotional maturity, and self-understanding. Fans didn't feel disappointed hearing their words. They felt inspired. Keanu spoke about love, marriage, and connection in a way that emphasized understanding oneself before committing to another. Sandra's response highlighted appreciation over desire, respect over regret. In a celebrity-driven culture obsessed with drama and spectacle, this moment stood out for its calm sincerity. No scandal. No conflict. Just two people who shared history, respect, and honesty. It reminded everyone that love isn't about perfect timing or fairytale endings. It's about authenticity. And sometimes, the most profound statements are spoken softly, leaving a lasting impact on the hearts of fans everywhere.